Hey guys, welcome back to another Spectate gameplay. Today we are spectating something a little bit odd, a little bit peculiar. Today we are spectatorinoing the rank, I believe he's rank 4 right now. Rank 4 challenger, Korean solo queue player. Support main. Do you know what he plays? Zac Jungle. He plays a lot of supports, but one that really stood out was the Zac Jungle. So here you go. We're taking a look at it and we're going to see how it works and, you know, just show you it, I guess. Because, yeah. Sorry, not support. Sorry, fucking not Zac Jungle, Zac support. Sorry. Force the habit, Zac Jungle. It's Zac support. These are the runes up there. Just copy those. Interesting thing to see is that he hasn't gone Futures Market. A lot of supports love Futures Market. This guy goes for the free boots. To be fair, it's kind of like 300 free gold. So imagine Futures Market giving you 300 gold. That's what it's like. So let's spectate this guy. We'll see how it goes. For your item builds, he started with the Targons. He always gets this every single game, no exceptions. He does this on a lot of champions as well. To be fair, it seems to maybe just be his playstyle. He doesn't really play any supports that aren't Targon supports. But obviously, he's focusing a lot on health. You saw in the rune as well. He got the rune that gives him a lot of health. But yeah, he's... I don't know, it's Zac support, so we're just going to watch it and see how it goes. Skill order, if you're wondering as well, is EQW. That's pretty standard there. Everyone goes EQW, even if you're playing Jungle Zac. But yeah, so the idea for Zac support, I mean, honestly, I'm not 100% sure that's why we're watching this. Like, no one plays Zac support, so I don't really know what to say to you. But it seems as though the idea is you engage and do basically what that is, where you take the two laners and you smack them together. Later on, or the later the game goes on, you become an initiating champion. You go in and look at him. He gets to spam these Qs out. I mean, they've already got someone who's out of Jin as well. Got to be careful of the Braum stacks. The Braum passive is worn out here, so they can go back in if he wants to. And his E is also up, so he's going to hide in the bush. Hiding in the bush, really important here to deny the vision from the enemy team, so they don't see that he's charging his jump. Obviously, these guys are... this is the highest of the high in Korea in solo queue. So these guys probably know when he's disappearing into a bush, he's probably going to be charging his jump. But generally speaking... Small little note there, if you're trying to play Zac support or Zac in any role, charging your jump in Fog of War is really, really important, because that enables you to get a jump off and force the enemy team to react to you when you're much closer to them rather than when you are, you know, charging that jump. Let's get forward a little bit here. I want to see if they go for... Okay, here we go. So there's the initiation from Braum. Tags the Misfortune. Not going to get the stun out of that, but drags the Braum back in. Yes, drags the Braum back in onto the minion there. That's nice. He's getting a lot of sustain from this lane as well, because anytime he uses his abilities, like he heals up off of them, and his Q gives him 2 as well to heal up from. Now his jungler is here, but see, I'm gonna pause here just to break down how you play when the jungler's nearby. The jungler's here, and this lane is sort of in an equal position, but it's more than likely going to be that blue side's pushing into red side. So the reason Kha'Zix has shown up is not because he's going to get a standard gank here, because this lane is going to be pushing over here, because the blue minions are healthier than the red minions. They're going to be pushing in. The red minions will be dying. This will force the minion wave to go further to the tower. But there's a good chance, because of Misfortune's health bar here, that Braum will initiate and try and fight. So Kha'Zix's positioning here is just in case Braum goes aggro here, Kha'Zix will counter this play. So you can see he's not trying to like do anything too crazy here. He's just here just in case something happens. So blue side start a fight. Kha'Zix is picking his moment here, but he's, you know, there we go. So there it is. There's the jump in. As soon as he jumps in, Kha'Zix comes through as well. So a nice play by Zac there to kind of force the enemy team there to actually go for that play by initiating himself. But that play was never really going to happen as a standard gank, you know. So also a side note as well, smart play by Kha'Zix to actually bide his time and wait for that, because he knows that he's only going to get that play happening if the enemy team steps forward there like Jin did. So waits for it. Beautiful stuff. So he's upgraded, or actually hasn't upgraded his support item here. He has gone for his Sightstone. Something that is interesting about this guy is that he doesn't actually get Sightstone too early on in the game. Oftentimes he just doesn't get Sightstone at all. Or at least when he does get it, it's really late in the game. So I'm talking like he'll finish his face of the mountain. Holy crap! Yo, Misfortune, that is disgusting. Yeah, sometimes he even finishes his whole face of the mountain. So we're talking like 2,000-3,000 gold into your item build. Like tier 2 boots face the mountain before he's even got Sightstone. But having said that, he also often... Oh gosh, this is bad tower aggro here. Alright, they get the kill. That's going to be his passive, but that's okay. It's just his passive. This guy also has a ridiculous amount of wards placed. You guys are going to have to take... If you're a support main watching this, you guys are going to have to take note, okay? Because this guy is the king at placing wards. And destroying wards, obviously. But it's pretty... Like, every single recall, this guy, pretty much every single recall, especially obviously the later the game goes on, will dedicate like 200 gold to getting wards. Like, seriously, it's crazy. Like, 3 pink wards every single recall, or near that. It's pretty ridiculous. That's the rated Dirk on Misfortune though. Holy crap. That does so much damage. Alright, so as you can see in the lane phase, Zac has the potential, the capabilities to play pretty aggro. What's interesting as well is that this is not exactly a... What have I done here? This is not exactly a weak lane that they're playing against necessarily. Braum is always... It always gives you strong lane. And Jhin is not terrible in lane phase. There are stronger laners for the AD carry position, but Jhin is not an awful laner, right? It's not like you pick Jhin and you're like, okay, let's just farm here. Ooh, that's... Yeah, it's not going to work. You might be in a pickle here too as well, Yasuo, actually. Is he going to get the trade back? He misses the knock-up on the Java, and that's... Yeah, at least he gets the kill there. So yeah, Zac playing aggressive, jumping in, initiating like we were talking about before. He has that initiation potential, but look how much health he has. 1,500 health. 1,500 health this guy has. Misfortune has bloody 800. He's so tanky. Can we see where Braum is here? Braum has 1,400 health as well. Like, it's ridiculous. The new runes give you so much health as supports. By the way, this is also nice too. Look what Braum did here. I know they're fighting, but still. Just went in the enemy jungle and just put down a shite ton of wards. Sadly, he gets caught here, which is honestly just pretty unlucky because they have no vision of him coming out of their jungle. It's pretty unfortunate, but still. He's going for the play. Nice. That's a dead. That's a dead Braum. Countering by Jarvan. That's the Kha'Zix going down as well. He's got his ultimate. He's going to try and kidnap him. Oh, only gets the one, but also gets interrupted with the Yasuo ultimate there. That's interesting, but still, he went for the kidnap, didn't quite get it. Yasuo's probably going to go down here as well. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to finish this one up, although Misfortune's coming in as well. So this is going to be a mop-up kill, most likely for her. There's the knock-up. There's the Q. There's the auto-attack. And Jarvan goes down. Beautiful. So Misfortune picks herself up a free kill there and a red buff. But again, Playmaker Zac. Look at that shit. So the ability to roam as well. Beautiful. Good shit. I did mention, by the way, that this guy often doesn't get Sightstone until really late in the game. He's rushed it this game, of course. Why wouldn't you rush it? Because I've said that you don't rush it. But I guess that just shows that this guy, Sightstone is pretty situational for him. Maybe if he's smashing lane, he won't go for it. Although he's kind of smashing lane here. I don't know. So yeah, take from that. All I can say is what I've observed. This guy doesn't go Sightstone every single game. Ooh, be careful, Kha'Zix. Ooh, he's dead. Yo, that is awkward. You do not want to see that. That has to be the worst feeling in the world when you're playing jungle. Because now this Camille, the Camille's going to be flaming you for feeding her lane. It's terrible. Like, your lane is already dying 1v1. Which feels bad enough, honestly. And then you try and make it better and just make it worse. Oft. That is awkward. Okay, we should take a quick look at his... oh no, we can see his items. He's not getting the triple pink ward yet. That happens a bit later on into the game. Jarvan is doing a lot of work mid lane. This is... if you're playing jungle and you're playing versus someone like Yasuo, pretty much any champion that is... likes to push a lot, Yasuo is probably the biggest offender on in this regard. But a lot of these kind of AD assassin / bruiser, whatever you want to call them, people like Riven, people like Tryndamere or Yasuo, they just push constantly. And if you've got a laner that's pushing constantly, especially one that doesn't have great escapes, like this is why Yasuo averages 9 deaths a game. Even good Yasuos often have bad KDAs because they just push 24/7. So if you are the jungler, you can punish that. So yeah, show up to that lane. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. Here we go. So they pinged it in. He's hiding with a pink ward in this bush. Really smart pink ward here. Oh, but there's 4 people coming in. Oh, no, he gets denied by the Azir ult. He's going to try to go for the kidnappers, the escape. But I'm not sure he's getting out of this one, to be honest with you. He's dead. Woof. Don't think they were expecting the 4-man. They were sort of expecting... Actually, I don't think they were expecting anyone. But especially not the 4-man. But they did just lose vision in this area. They should have had some vision here in the... I mean, they kind of put this ward down because they realized they were a bit naked in vision there. But... yeah, it was a bit too little too late here. Still, they trade first blood tower for it. So, honestly, that's good by Yasuo. That's not terrible. Kha'Zix is going to go for the steal. Here we go. He's ulting in. Kha'Zix gets the Infernal Dragon as well. Beautiful. That's the best dragon in the game to get for solo queue. Azir's going to fall down here too. That's a kill from Misfortune. She's going to mop... No, she's not going to mop anyone else up. Alright, so... oh, that's a flat... wait, what? Okay, Kha'Zix is dead. Didn't really see that one coming, but whatever. Braum's going to go down here. Is he? Yes, he is. Misfortune is kind of blind. Yep, that's the question mark ping coming down there. That's fine, though. Okay, so in the end, that was Jarvan dying, Azir dying, Braum dying for just Kha'Zix. If you don't count the Zac there. And we get first blood tower and the Infernal Dragon. Good stuff, except this is a bit of a problem here. This top lane is very leaky here. Yeah, that is kind of rough. However, it is good news if a top laner gets fed and it's someone like Ornn. It's hard for them to individually carry a game. They become somewhat unkillable, but they can't fully carry the game. Oh, here we go. He sees the Azir. He's going in. He gets the knock up. He's going to ping him to the minion next to him as well. That's the exhaust coming down. Beautiful stuff. Good shit. Yeah, what I was going to say is just Ornn becomes unkillable, but doesn't really hard carry game. I'd be much more scared if this was reversed, you know, the 0-3 Ornn and like a Camille this far ahead. But fortunately, the mid and bot, Yasuo and Misfortune, are strong enough that they should be able to deal with this Ornn. Having said that, they are full AD teams. So, the later this game goes on, the harder it's going to be for blue team to win, because Ornn can stack armor. Jarvan will start getting some armor as well. Braum. I mean, everyone's getting ninja tab this game anyway, outside of Jim for some reason. Alright, here comes Camille. She's going for the fight. Level 8 versus level 10. That's not usually a good matchup here. Ornn hits the ultimate. He's kind of though. Can he do this without any mana? Apparently yes, because Ornn doesn't... He's still got the same mana as he did before I mentioned that. So yeah, Ornn, no mana cost apparently. Alright, here comes the Rotato from the Jarvan. Gets a nice Scryer's Bloom, but I don't think it's going to turn into anything here. Misfortune is holding bot lane by herself versus Azir. So, we know Jarvan's top side, but if we hadn't seen Jarvan, we would be very afraid of this Misfortune getting dove hit. Misfortune is very vulnerable by herself holding this bot lane tower. As we can see, people are actually rotating down to try and kill her. That's what you got to be. That's what you got to be afraid of. If you're holding bot lane holding a tower by yourself in one of these. Oh gosh, that is not good. Did they get him? I think he's dead, right? They got him. All right, excellent. Braum ultimate. Might save the Jarvan here. Nope. Never mind. Excellent. So this should be the Rift Herald going down or pushing mid. One of those two. Ornn is still up top side, so I guess that would be a bit risky going for the Rift Herald here. But they did kill a fair few people there, so that's not too bad. Alright. He's rushed the Eye of the Equinox item here. The Targon's upgrade with the Sightstone combination. To be fair, maybe this is why he rushed Sightstone. Because he either gets Face the Mountain or this pretty early on into the game. And I guess when you're going for this Eye of Equinox, it makes sense to rush the Sightstone. Alright, I'm not sure you're going to be able to pick that geezer up, to be honest. Although Kha'Zix is coming in with the Moby Boots and the Duskblade. Loses a crap ton of health just with an Ornn empowered auto attack. But I think Ornn is fine. And if anything, he's got to be careful that they get turned on here. Okay, Misfortune tags the Ornn ulti, gets the Braum Q as well. But Ornn's gone pretty deep here, considering that's 4 people here. Misfortune goes golden. Back up from the red team as well, but I'm not sure they really want to fight this one. Jin's also bot side and Camille is mid. So if this fight becomes any sort of extended fight, Camille will be able to rotate much faster than Jin. So they might just want to chill out here, honestly. Oh, Yasuo. That's a classic Yasuo move right there. Is he dead? He is dead. Zac goes in. Is he going to pick up the Azir? Misses the Q. That's not going to happen, but can go back in onto the Braum. Is tanking tower this whole bloody time. Tanky as heck. And here comes Camille. Like I said, the extended fight will favor the blue team because Camille can rotate. But Camille is a monkey, so that's not going to happen. And Ornn's died, respawned, and teleported back into top lane as well. This game is pretty crazy. It's somewhat equal though, even though they are 3k gold behind here. It's still a pretty equal game as far as the kill count goes. So blue team still needs to be kind of careful here. Misfortune is pretty strong, but like I say, full AD team, the clock is ticking. Jarvan's going for his core of Warrior Enchant Black Cleaver, which is pretty standard, honestly. But he is going to be lacking the tankiness until his third item. And considering he's against a full AD team, that might sting, especially when they're behind. So red team really just wants to hold on, but that means that the onus is on the blue team to make this game snowball. And honestly, it's a lot on our friend Zach here, because Zach is the power of he's the one who pulls the trigger. He's the one who initiates the plays. I mean, look at this, by the way. That was the pink ward he put down, and he's still got 2 pink wards in his inventory. He puts a crap ton of pink wards down. All right, kidnaps 2, puts them under the tower there. Camille's got to be a bit careful, but I think she'll be okay. Ornn goes down. Kha'Zix is chasing, but can't chase too further because there's someone there. Who is that? That was Jarvan. Alright, they defend the tower and they get a kill. Beautiful stuff. Dragon's respawning. Rift Herald's up as well. But they have 3 people, or 2 people recall, and Yasuo is dead. So they're not going to be able to get anything from this. There's been a low amount of objectives coming down this game. 1 dragon's gone down. I guess some towers have gone down, but no neutral objectives, I guess I should say. Well, to be honest, considering this is like a 20-minute game, yeah, there have been quite a few objective plays. Alright, and this is why you go for so many pink wards. He's moved his pink ward from over here to down here, because now this is where they want to put it. Because now he's sitting in this area here. Because if they do come and try and walk up to this Cloud Dragon, he's got good vision here to charge his jump and make a play. Alright, Misfortune's going bloody ham here. Misses the Q. Unfortunate. He's going for the Knight's Vow second tier as well, guys. He gets this a lot. Oh! Sayonara, buddy. Alright, that's 2 really free kills, 2 carries. What are you going to do with it? Do you go down bot side and pick up this Ornn here? Kha'Zix seems to think that's a good idea. Whoops a daisy. Or do you just push mid? Good flash, I guess. Was it necessary? Not sure. Either way, Ornn is dead. Camille split push, gets that tower finally, and now they're all going to rotate here after the dead Ornn and get this tower here too. Hopefully they're going to get this tower here as well. It doesn't really matter necessarily what they do, it's just they got to do it together. Being by yourself in this mid lane, I have to question what this is, what the purpose of this is. They're pinging. Or is that Zach pinging actually? Okay, they're not going to do anything here. Can't help but feel that was a wasted opportunity there. They got 2 free kills in a good area, and then they got another one, and they weren't even able to get a tower. I feel like they could have got something from that. But what do I know? These guys are better League of Legends players than me. Okay, something as well, by the way, he didn't push that minion wave mid, because he wants this minion wave to bounce into him. So that then, if he'd pushed that minion wave in mid there, that would have gone over here under the tower, and then it would be in a bad spot for when they came out of spawn and now when they reset, like now. But now, because he didn't push it, it's actually pushing into us, into the red team now, blue team, sorry. And so the minion wave's actually in a much better position here. Knight's Vow complete, Locket's coming up next. Pretty standard to do like a Targon's item plus Locket. Knight's Vow he gets fairly frequently as well. Honestly, what you're seeing here is very common for what this guy builds. He's kind of doing the quintessential build for him here, except he's not going for... he did go for the Russian Sightstone in this game, which he doesn't always do. Alright, Braum's kind of caught out here. Misfortune is fed as heck. She rushed Dustblade and now has gone for the Last Whisper item second too, which normally would be kind of weird, honestly, but... again, when you're full AD and the enemy team actually does have pretty good frontline with the Braum and the Ornn, Even Jarvan obviously will be a frontline later on. Getting this early Last Whisper is really important here. Alright. Zach's going for the flank here, even though his AD carry's gone bot side. Gets the flash out of the Jhin. He's in a bit of a pickle here now, but it's alright. He's got his passive up. It pops, but still, he's not dead. That's the important thing. Spams. Help me, team. Oh, he's alive. Can't kidnap the Jarvan, but he does get the escape. I think. Yes, he does. Excellent stuff. Oh, here we go. Nice tornado. Nice ulti. Good flash fall. That was aggressive right there by Misfortune. A second kill coming through as well. This Misfortune is bloody fed. Kha'Zix as well does a crap ton of damage too. All of these guys do a crap ton of damage. So, yeah, there's a lot of pain coming through here right now. And finally, these guys get a decent amount of kills and they're actually going to turn onto an objective. This should die pretty fast too. Kha'Zix does it really quickly. He's also evolved his Q, which is somewhat surprising. Most Kha'Zixes don't evolve Q at all, but he's gone for that second. He did ulti first, Q second. But this is dying really quickly. That's a really good combo right there and a really nice snipe. Oh gosh, this could be awkward here. Baron's down to 1.5k health. Zach has no passive. Misfortune is no longer hitting the Baron, but she has zoned the Jhin. It's coming down. Wow. Alright. Camille's second hit just absolutely obliterates that thing right there. That's pretty aggro, but okay. She hits the Jhin with the W, gets the ultimate to finish him off as well. Everyone else is buggering off and just leaving her to die, but that's cool. She got the kill. Woof. Okay. Well, that was a pretty big play, and that could have gone very wrong there as well, but nicely done. If your smite dies, it is important that you do have that ability to, like, you save whatever the best ability is to secure the Baron, which can act like a smite, so just like the instant burst ability. Lots of different champions will have, like, there are different examples of this. Jhin with the 4th shot, for example. Jarvan can do his EQ combo. And you know, Camille with the 2nd Q. However, what I would personally recommend, I say this as a jungle main, if your jungler isn't dead, it's not necessarily a good idea to try and save your ability to secure it, because it can totally mess up the timing of that jungle smite. I've lost Barons in the past where it's been going down a steady amount and then it suddenly just gets burst. Everyone bursts it at the same time, and obviously people don't really calculate it as particularly well, and then it, you know, it doesn't actually, yeah, and then it just causes you to miss the smite. Oh, that's a face check. That's risky. Can he block the Jhin ulti? Nice. They kill the Azir. This is Misfortune. It's fed as heck. What is this? Not sure what that is. That's we'll say that was a misclick. Locket's almost complete here for the Zach as well. He's going. You're by yourself, buddy. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful setup here though. Although the Braum ultimate counters that pretty nicely, but that's still that's pretty. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Yep, that's dead as well. Camille is just hard split pushing bot side too, so they can join into this lane if they want to and go for this inhibitor, or, I mean, they do have a mini wave somewhat prepped here in the mid lane, so they can try and go for mid here. Zach is actually just chilling, waiting though for. They know Jarvan's around that area, so they try to go from there. Not quite going to work, but still, Camille gets the inhibitor and she pieces out. Beautiful stuff. Misfortune is 10, 0, and 11. Oh, that is a good jump. Bops the Jarvan. Jarvan's dead. That's top side going down. Mid side's going down as well. I think this game might be over, boys. Oh gosh. Is Misfortune going to die? Get a first death of the game? Very close, but not quite. I'm actually surprised that Misfortune and Zach are doing as well as they are. And there's a lot of stuff to cough up in this game. Like, Misfortune versus Jarvan is so difficult to play. Oh gosh. Zach's jumping in again. Smashes the two together. Now Kith. Fights back a little bit here. Misfortune is just joining the fight. Tries to get a cheeky little mad life jump there. That's not going to happen. But still, I think that's going to wrap it up for our game today, boys. I hope you learned something about the old Zach support. It's pretty much just Zach, but in lane phase, you run up to people, queue them, make them kiss each other, and then just constantly initiate plays as the game goes on. Not much peeling going down this game. Either way, thanks for watching the gameplay, guys. I hope you liked it. Cheeky thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to me for more League of Legends content. Whoops-a-daisy. And you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and catch me streaming, twitch.tv/. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. and I'll see you in my next.